All right, good morning. Yes, I'm sitting here still in my bed. I've been up very early this morning, um, trying to prepare for the eclipse. There's a lot going on, as we all know. We've been hearing about it. Um, we've got the sun, the moon, Mercury, Jupiter, and South Node all in Leo. Okay, and this eclipse on the new moon in Aquarius, the eclipse is in its natural sign of Leo, ruled by the sun. So this is going to be a hot eclipse for sure. Mars is in Cancer, so you can try and hide from this energy, but you're just not going to be able to. So you might as well join what I'm calling the celestial rave, because that's what it is. It's a rave. So I've made my notes, so I'll be reading from my notes, okay? I get my information from a lot of different sources and I put it all together. I look at the ephemeris. I work. I'm part of other groups, so I like to take pieces from other groups as well and put it all together to make it condensed for you. So the eclipse season started on February 17th, and that was in Aquarius. So the eclipse season of Aquarius and Leo will be going on until 2028. That's the axis of those of Aquarius, Leo, eclipse will be till the 2028. So we've got a few of these. But the eclipse season of this for this cycle started in February 17th of this year. Okay? And August 12th is number 2, which is today in the sequence, which is in Leo, of course. Okay? So it's in its own sign, which means that the sun in Leo goes dark. That's pretty intense. The sun is going dark, and the eclipse is in its own sign, the natural sign of the sun. So here's what I made notes about. Think about what was starting in your life at the time in February 17th, what you were wanting to change, what you were wanting to highlight, what you were wanting to grow, evolve. Uh, did you, what were you trying to do? What did you want at that time? And what had you not wanted before? What had changed starting in February 17th? Okay, and that's where we go back to. The eclipse brings that want back around, so it intensifies. Whatever you had started on the 17th is going to be even more intensified now because it's bringing it back around from the other side, and it's trying to reflect from the other side. It's like looking into the mirror, reflecting back. Is what you wanted at that time still what you want? This eclipse is bringing that around, and with when we had the barbell basket a few weeks ago, that was pushing it through. So all the cosmic energy that's been heating up and working on us, is bringing all that shift into play. So that's why, what you started, you can reflect and go back and make the changes now through this eclipse season. But it's going to highlight what you've already started. Okay, so let's see here. Is what you wanted at that time still what you want? For most of us, probably so. It's only been 6 months, but you might have had some changes that needed to be made. So you can add that in. You can rework it because the eclipses come in pairs. So the axis of the Leo Aquarius, which I said is the energy that we're in now, is going to continue on at least until 2027 of July. So this is a long aspect cycle for sure. So let's see here. February is where we were headed. Today is where we are pushed to leave. So what we started then, we're moving into the next level of it. So what you started in February, you're moving into that same, you're still going in that direction, you're just moving into a different level of that. Okay? Today, Leo is at 20 degrees, and that is the total eclipse. And the sun is in its own natural sign of Leo, which I did tell you about, and it's going dark. The eclipse is on the south node. That's different. North node is usually where we're headed. The south node is where we've come from, and are at the very moment, okay? And that's taking us back to the root of what started in February. That's why I'm saying it's a cycle. It's what you put out, you're being driven back to, and you really can't escape what you set in motion, but you can rework it and change it along the way. Okay, because Leo's a fixed sign, and Aquarius is a fixed sign as well. So it's harder to really change what you started, but you can tweak it and make it more feasible, more of what you really want. You get a chance to do that. On the world stage, it might not work out as planned for the like politics and war and all of that. This is probably not a good time for them. This is not a positive aspect for that at this time. But on the personal level, for those of us trying to evolve ourselves in some capacity, like a reset of our life, of what we want, it's very possible due to we've got the coming trine of Jupiter in Leo and Saturn in Aries. That trine is coming on around the 31st of August, and that trine is the first of three in the aspect cycle starting on the 31st. So there'll be three trines of the Leo and Jupiter in Leo, and the Saturn in Aries. Okay, so it is going to be a help to us. It's a positive. It's a very positive, and it's a very very helpful trine to push things along. Okay, so the lasting energy of that trine is going to really be working with us until around July 11th of 2027. So it's a long aspect. Okay, the eclipse starts the phase of constructive work on the self, and yes, it's okay to be selfish at this time when you're working on yourself. But not to be so selfish that you actually work against yourself, okay? In ways of like asking for help when it's needed. You work against yourself if you try to do everything all on your own and you can't get it done because you didn't ask for help because of your pride, okay? So that's when the Leo goes wrong, and that's when you can burn up in the flames. Leo's fixed fire, and the center, its momentum is used to your advantage. Just don't let, I did make a note that just don't let your ego take you to the furnace and incinerate you. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. If you need help with something, you have to ask for it. You can't not ask for help if it's going to work against you and you lose all that you've been working towards because you were just too prideful to ask anyone for help. Okay, so that's where the ego can come in to work against you, and that's what we don't want to do. You have to keep the ego in check and use it wisely. That's the thing about Leo. It can work against itself by the ego not being able to accept that it's weak and needs help at times. And that can be a problem. Okay. With the eclipse in the south node, the goal you're working on is not going to come easily or freely, okay, because it's in the south node and not in the north node. But, that's what I'm saying. Don't let your pride get in the way of what you need to complete with your tasks or goals. Just ask for help if you really need it. That's okay. Because, this is a really important time for us. And the energy of this event is lasting until the next solar eclipse. So it's a fairly long cycle. for us, and so we can get a lot done, and it's just once those changes are made, this is a very important time to really solidify what you're trying to do and what you're trying to accomplish in your own life with yourself, whether it be body, mind, and soul. You can accomplish that by using the energy at hand. So that doesn't mean it's going to be easy. It's hard work, but the hard work pays off. And it's like a guarantee that the hard work will pay off. But this will be an interesting time. And we also have a new moon. The new moon, of course, is in Leo, and the sun is in Leo. So we've got a lot of stuff going on. It's just, it's going to be a firecracker packed day, let's just say that. And it'll probably last till next week. So I would say don't let yourself get caught up in arguments that will lead nowhere, especially in where friends and family and jobs are concerned. Don't get caught up in something that is not really yours to participate in just because you're drawn into it, and then you can't get out of it, because some fights are not yours, and it'd be best just to just watch and see what happens and not participate, because a lot of people that are not spiritually aware, consciously aware, will just be out there running amok, because Leo does rule the ego. It also rules the heart, the sun. So, let your heart guide you and not let your ego guide you. Be led by your heart. And sometimes you have to witness people stumbling and falling in order for them to grow and learn from their own mistakes. So, but this should be a very powerful day. Should be very energetic, and I'm looking forward to it. So I hope you are too. I'm excited about the challenges of this event, which for me, those challenges are pushing me to really keep going forward with what I've been trying to get to. And I'm up for the challenge. I always am up for the challenge. And this is going to be the challenge, because I know at the end of the challenge there's a payoff. Just like with long distance cycling, it's painful, it's hard, you do it, you get to the end of 150 miles, and the payoff is the accomplishment. And that's a reward. So I hope you have a wonderful eclipse season, and I hope you have a great day today. It's going to be interesting and kind of exciting. I think it'll be really exciting on the world stage, which thank God I'm not part of that. I'm not in that matrix, and hopefully you aren't either. But it should be interesting starting now until, through this whole eclipse season, those axes, until 2028. It's going to be real interesting. We'll see what happens, but it should start the momentum on the world stage today going forward. We'll just see where it takes them. But remember, you can stand back and you can watch from afar, because I like to say that I'm in it, but I'm not of it. I've always said that for my whole life, for just ever since I can remember. I'm in it, but I'm not of it. Okay? And that's really how you have to look at it. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope we all gain some insight and momentum from this eclipse that we're going to have today. All right, namaste. I love you all.